Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty. I'm back with another video. Only got like 15 minutes with this one. I got to get ready to get the kids up, get them out the house for school, and it's snowing out here in New York City. And on top of that, the cars were kind of like snowed in yesterday, so I dug them out. You know what I'm saying? But still had trouble this morning. Anyway, but that's not how I really wanted to start this video. I wanted to start this video off being like this. Oh, should I use that? No, I'll use this way. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hey guys, what's up? I got this reverb pedal here, and we're gonna talk about this today. All right. Now, is that reality or is that staged content? What reality is that, man, I'm under the weather. I literally had my girlfriend call me. It's like, do you know what a shovel is? I guess I'm gonna dig myself out. This is after I spent 3 hours shoveling snow yesterday trying to get both the cars out. I said, I'm right there. Hop up, throw my clothes on, run downstairs, put gloves on, and I'm out there. Bam, 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 shoveling that snow, trying to get her car out. And I said, push it, push it. You got to go in reverse. You got to go forward. You got to go in reverse. You got to go forward to rock your car over the snow. And then finally, she comes out, but her car even slides a little bit, almost hit the car parked in front of her. But she gets in. Boom. She gets out. She's like, thank you, and she books it. Got to get to work. So that's reality, guys. That's the life that we live. So that's the reason why I don't come on here and I show you beat cookups or I show you like me coming with like song theory and song ideas sometimes, but not a lot because it's not reality. Most of my videos are at the spur of the moment. So if you see me messing with the keyboard, I really wanted to mess with the keyboard, and I was probably in the process of messing with the keyboard at that time. So I just turn the phone on and start recording while I'm doing it, and I'll just start talking really quick, and I might upload that to YouTube. But that's spontaneous. That's me really in my field doing it at that time. So you're getting literally live and direct content. You're not getting stage content where somebody is getting a promotional tour, basically what they need to say in the video. It's an affiliated link attached to it. They're getting a kickback 10%, 15% every time you click the link or if you buy the product. And they say like it's what they lie. So you guys know I'm a realist. They lie when they say like their opinions of this product is of their own, but technically they need to stay in good graces with the company because what I know, because people started to send me stuff because my YouTube channel is going crazy. I can't even keep up with the comments. Is that is campaign. So every time the company has a campaign, all of the content creators do the same campaign to get the same dollar amount. So the campaign might be worth $30. So you go do your video, might be 6-minute video, 10-minute video, then you upload it, but then you still got to submit it to them so they can see the video. Because then they have the option to market and promote this video on their website or just in the algorithm. I don't know how they're going to market and promote it, but at the same time, they also know that video is your video. So now if somebody clicks on that affiliate link and they purchase from that affiliated link, then the content creator will get paid. So it's not even guaranteed that they're even going to get paid, guys and girls. From what I'm seeing, I don't know. I've only been sent a couple of these things. I don't know how every company works. I'm pretty sure some companies you can negotiate with, even these companies that do the campaigns and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you can negotiate with them. Also, if you know your worth, but a lot of people don't know their worth. A lot of people they're stuck in the system that's provided and given to them. So they'll take whatever and they'll do whatever the website says, whatever the company says to do on the website, instead of going back to the company and be like, no. My worth is this. This is the reason why you came to me. So either we're going to do this or we don't. And they get afraid at that point. I'm pretty sure, because if you negotiate and they say no, we'll just pass on you because we already got 20 other thousand YouTubers, even people with 1 million subscribers doing the same little $30 campaign, because the guy who has 1 million or 2 million YouTube subscribers is not man enough, or the woman is not woman enough to stand up for themselves and say, no, I know what I'm worth. You're going to give me $1,000, or you're going to give me a percentage of all earnings from this device, or you're going to give me a percentage of your company if it comes to that. Know your worth, or have somebody speak up for you. They think because they're a small time YouTuber and they're sitting in a room and stuff like that, that they don't have no value. That's the biggest problem. They're afraid of no. Everybody's always afraid of no because they're afraid of not getting a dollar, and they think they always need that dollar bill to survive and to buy gear, or to pay a mortgage, or help with their car, help with their kids, buying groceries for the kids to eat and stuff like that, instead of knowing their worth. You could get a regular 9 to 5 part time and do a lot of tasks with that, if you get what I'm saying. But anyway, so I don't come on here and fake it for monetary gain, to monetize, guys. So that's the reason why you don't see me come on here and doing music per se, because if I'm not in the industry, why am I going to act like I'm in the industry, whether I did it in the past or not? First of all, the industry from the past is you could utilize some of those tools in this new music industry, but it's not the new music industry. So some of that stuff is dated, believe it or not. It is dated. Good information to have in your head, good information, because you never know who you're politicking with, who you talking with. You might be talking to somebody in the new music industry, but they might be from the old school. They just have a job in the new music industry. So you could bond, you could connect. That might get you in the door. Being a alumni of a college, or you know what I'm saying, uh, a trade school, might get you in the door. So having all this information from the old school and the new school is very, very beneficial. But I'm not going to utilize what my past was and what I'm doing now as a tool to make videos, to script myself into this super official human being that knows all this music stuff and is going to present it well on camera and start controlling the people's minds and controlling your mental real estate, and have you doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. That's what they do. And I'm not trying to fight with the people. I'm not trying to cause an argument. So I'm trying to get you to realize and understand this is what they're doing. But in the same token, if one of those people watching my video, I want them to see what they are doing and what I see and what other people see, but they're choosing not to say nothing. Maybe because they feel bad for you. Maybe because they think like they have to support you. That, which is a weird mentality to be in. No, you don't have to support a company. You don't have to support a content creator. You don't have to fall in love with them. And the reason why you fell in love with them is because they mentally tricked you anyway into thinking the content that they gave you was helping you when it really wasn't. They're not teaching you about the circle of fifths. Show me one of the hip hop musical producers that have literally showed you about the music, taught you about the circle of fifths. Show me one of the hip hop musical producers that literally said, okay, guys, we're going to talk about this, the circle of fifths or the circle of fourths. We're going to talk about music theory. We're going to teach you how to play the chords. We're going to teach you how to play the triads. What is the diatonic? What is the tonic? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, so many different terminologies when it comes to this, but what is the dominant fifth? What is the fourth? What do you do with the fifth and the fourth? Why is the fifth so, you know what I'm saying, dominant? What does the fifth do to the sound? You know what I'm saying? Is it really good to loop on the fifth, or is it really, really good to loop on the fourth? Which note or chord progression, like a triad or whatever, or like the seventh or the ninth, does the fourth do like a continuous loop that's very, very smooth, or does the fifth do like a pulling type loop? So it is going to loop, but what would you use a pulling loop for? Maybe going to a different key or so. You got to understand this. That's why Ghost Wave, my musical genre, was developed one way at first. If you listen to the album 005 Ghost Wave, that's the first iteration of Ghost Wave, which it kind of, if you listen to it, it is kind of sitting down the middle stereo, and it's not really, really panned out the way that it's supposed to be in the new way that we do Ghost Wave. So basically, it's similar to cinematic, but not. It's similar to hip hop because it's mono, it's down the center, but it's still not, but it is. So now the new way is we use pivot chords into a modulation. So pivot chords of the key that we're in. So if I'm in the key of C, I'm going to pivot to the next key. So I'm gonna use the circle fifth for that if I don't know off the top of my head, and I use this until I get the stuff in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to use C, and I'm going to pivot into maybe G. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll pivot maybe into F, or I'll pivot into A minor. And that's what the new song that I have right now, that's what I did. I pivoted. So I used C as the first key progression, the first chord progression for the chorus, and then I pivoted into the verse, which was A minor. Then I came out of A minor and I went into G using the circle fifths. But I'm pivoting. I'm using pivot chords right before the key is supposed to switch for the next sequence of sounds, and I modulate that into the next key so it flows smoothly. Now, I was a hip hop producer. I'm no longer a hip hop producer, guys. I'm a Ghost Wav musical producer, and you're going to hear the new songs coming soon, new instrumentals and songs, right? But do they talk to you about that? They're supposed to talk to you about that a lot, not one time. You know how many times I sat here at this keyboard looking at Google trying to figure out music theory, and I'm reading, I'm watching videos, and the person is telling me, but they're moving too fast. All these YouTubers, they talk too fast in their tutorials. They don't break down the simple logic and concept because they're trying to rush through the video because it's all about monetization money. They're not teaching you like your school teacher would have taught you, or your piano teacher would have taught you when you was younger, or your vocal coach would have taught you when you was younger. It's all about money. So I struggled for like maybe like 3 months trying to figure it out. What is this? And then when I finally understood what they were saying, I was like, man, that's pretty simple. But the way it's being broken down in the lingo, with the way people type online, the text tutorials, even the video tutorials, that's no good, man. It's no good. So anyway, but what I'm trying to tell you is you need to learn music theory over and over and over, because once you learn the circle fifths, then you gotta learn how to play. You gotta learn what the sus2 chords, you know what I'm saying? The sus4 chord does. You have to know how to take certain keys out and still play the inversion of your melodies, because the inversions sound better when they connect. Inversion, and then the maybe the basic triad, the normal triad, whatever. I'm not fully there yet, guys. I'm learning. That's why some people be talking crap about me, and they shouldn't. 'Cause I'm still learning. Even though I've been through music through a lot of years, I've retired for like 10 years or so. That's a long time to retire in music production. So I'm still learning, guys. So people hating on me because I have an opinion, and my opinion is don't fall for the marketing and the manipulation tactics by these companies. You should stop worrying about gear and get into learning music so you can produce music the proper way and it sounds really, really great. And then you can create your own genre from doing that. You can really create your own genre once you really, really know the concept of music theory, and you have your own swag, your own style, your own flow of doing music. And then you learn mixing and stuff like that, little mixing techniques. And the mixing techniques could be one simple concept. Like Ghost Wave is kind of like one simple concept, just repeated over and over again, but then it's put into a stereo field, so the sounds are not always mono. That's the difference. So it's kind of crazy, guys. I'm saying this right here was like a little masterclass and talking to you guys on what you should be focusing on. You know what I'm saying? What I think you should be focused on. Don't tell me what to do. That's what people say. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. They're like little kids pouting. Like, don't tell me what to do, man. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm putting out the information that's different from what the other people are telling you to do. The hundreds of thousands of YouTube channels that have the same talking point because they're following the same code. They want to get money from these companies. I'm breaking the mold. I'm revolutionizing the game. And when somebody comes along and they revolutionize the game, people don't want to listen to them. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, guys, you're not going to see me coming in here talking about beat cookups and all this and that. I'm like, that's not how I work with music anyway. It might take me like a week to get one song done. Fully, really. So I want to see the work. I want to see these people using the MPC XL in a studio environment, and that will be helping people for real, for real. Using the MPC Live Mark III in a real studio environment with other artists, other people doing instrumentation, a vocalist, or mixing it in the studio with other people. I'm giving these people YouTube ideas, guys, and I don't even have to do that, man. I'm literally, if you really think about it, guys, I'm feeding a lot of these guys right now with my talking points, feeding them because they're eating, they're making videos off of my concepts. So I'm really helping them mentally, but they're not giving me the credit. They're still trying to fight. They're still trying to hold on to what's left of their style of making music and making videos. Their style is get a record player, and sample off of that. Get a cord that connects from the back of their MPC, whatever version it is, into their iPhone, and then make a video off of that. Buy guitar pedals, make videos off of this. Buy the analog heat Mark II, make videos of that. Say, oh, this is like a mastering tool. That's not a mastering tool. Why? Somebody made a video talking about, oh, this is almost like a master. You could use it almost like mastering. It's not mastering. That's a saturator, a distortion saturator to help with your sound. Help give it that, oh, give it that warmth, but in a smooth way. After you've done a little bit more processing, before you put sounds through that, to the stages, you gotta build your song in stages and mixing stages. It's not get the MPC and start using the insert plugins that's built inside the MPC and think it's going to sound amazing. That don't work like that. Those little inserts in there are like little quick bypass things. If you really need a quick fix, really quick, or you don't have something like an outboard compressor or an outboard, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got some stuff here. And this stuff works. And what I do at my home studio is not the mastering stage. So I send my stuff out to the next level to get mastered. This is just the basically the pre-processing guide. But the stuff that I have sounds good. When I run stuff through this thing, and this is free promotion, but I'm telling you, when I run stuff through this is a musical compressor. So this makes it nice and smooth, but it still gives a little bit of rumble. So if I run it through this, and then my next stage is to run it through the analog heat after this, the sound sounds crazy. But now this smooths out the bass line, get it sounding nice and smooth. Then I put it through the distortion units on the analog heat, and now the analog heat gives it back that rumble again. And then if I use my preamp before all of this, I pretty much don't even have to add a lot of distortion in there because I already have distortion coming from that preamp to give it that because a preamp is like it's a where is it at actually? I don't even know. I gotta get all my stuff together. It's like a little mixed up, but these are the things that I purchased is specifically for creating 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 the Ghost Wave sound. So I'm legit strategically buying gear that I know is going to work for me. It's not buying something that costs $5,000. I know that it has only one use for it. No, I buy the little outboard effects gear. Even though it's guitar pedals, it's only because somebody could put their foot on it, but it's still outboard effects unit. I buy it so it does what it do. Basically, that compressor is better than the compressor that's inside of the Akai MPC Live Mark One. That's the one that I have. So that's why I use that. So I know what I'm doing. But guys, it's layers to this. Layers to stacking your sounds to get it to a certain level, guys. You gotta bake that thing in the oven for real, but you gotta add some stuff before you do that. So people talking about that, they're talking about that's a mastering thing. The analog heat mark too. It's not a mastering thing. If you want to master, that's mid-side. That's mid-side working with like you gotta get a real mastering unit. Those things cost penny. They cost a pretty penny. But anyway, guys, to go. So I'm not the content creator that come on here and try to trick you with their talking points just so they can keep making money. That stays content. That's the difference between the MPC XL content creators, multi-platinum musical producers, Grammy Award winning musical producers versus somebody like me who's a realist and just going to make content when it comes to them. I just got finished shoveling my girl out with you know what I'm saying, the snow in the car. Then I came up here and was like, oh, let me make a quick video with this talking point. Now I gotta go take my kids to school. That's real life. They don't show real life. They don't show real humanity. Their videos are staged every single time. But they talk like they're this, they're this, they're this, they're this. And that's a big problem. Because now everybody wants to be like them because they think that's success. So that everybody starts doing videos like them. Nobody falls back and gets back into reality like, yo, they're showing this. You know what I'm saying? So guys, my whole thing is, man, don't try to be against me. Try to work with me. But if you don't want to work with me, But then don't try to be against me. Just make your own talking points of your own videos and go about your business. Don't try to tear me down. If you want to continue being the same typical content creation musical producer, then do that. Ignore the noise. Ignore me. Don't click on the video. Don't listen to what people say. Tell them. Don't tell me nothing about Old Five Dynasty, and keep making these types of videos that you're making. They're successful for you, right? That's the game right now, right? So do what you need to do, but don't make a video hate on me because you feel like you feel threatened. You feel threatened, or your feelings hurt. You're emotional. I hurt your feelings inside. Okay, don't let me do that. Don't let somebody tear you down like that. Be strong. Continue doing what you're doing, and let me do what I do over here, because this is a new thing. And Ghost Wave is a new genre of music, founded by 005 Dynasty, Jamel Marshall Pearson, formerly known as Legacy, in the year 2020. That's when I released the first track that was like, you know what I'm saying, going into this style of music production where it's this music that floats, you know what I mean, it flows, and it uses these vocals that you can put vocals on it that carries the entire track without it being a real artist on it. It's really dope the way it's done. And the mixing is the craziest part, and how you got to be technical about the mixing, about how you use this and this and that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And when you get it all bouncing and flowing together, that's different thinking and working in music, in music production, rather than everybody just grabbing a splice sample, or they're taking a full body sample off of a record, or they're playing the keys out, but everything's in mono, so nothing's playing stereo. They're not working their magic. They don't really know how to work that magic like that. They don't really know where instrument placement is supposed to go, and how to break the boundaries of the instrument placement. They don't know how to break up the left channel from the right channel. How did this channel sound to this channel? They don't really know about phasing issues that come along, and how to invert the phase and all this that. They don't know all that. They just really are just a glorified beat maker that just so happen to get a placement, that just so happen to go multi-platinum status, and they didn't even write the hit song. They don't know how to write hit songs. They can't write a hit song for themselves. That's who these people are. But I'm not here to fight them. I'm trying to give you context. Even though it might seem like what I'm saying is harsh, it's context. If we never get down to the context of things, you're going to forever be stuck in this mental loop and forever be stuck in the matrix, and you're never going to break out. Do you need to break out the matrix? No. Should you break out the matrix? To me, yeah. So you can live a real life. You're not, and stop living this cloudy one. Like, people are forced to go to work today because they're stuck in the matrix. Oh, I gotta get to work. My boss said it. That's stuck in the matrix. Nobody wants to call out. And also the system is very like demonic. Whereas they will fire you though. They will fire you. And the problem is that everybody just goes along with the system, and nobody says, no, we're not gonna go along with the system. We're gonna show up to work when we want to show up. It's supposed to be a partnership. We're supposed to be helping each other. Without us, you can't move that product. But nobody says that. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing on YouTube. Everybody goes along with the get along. Nobody breaks the system. Nobody breaks the mold. They fight the person that does. And that's me, 005 Dynasty. This your boy, 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me, son. Don't forget to go into the description of the video and check out my publication article. Bold Journey Magazine is my first, and it's opening up doors for me. And if you want to write an article about your boy 005 Dynasty, hit me up. We could do the interview. You know what I'm saying? It could just be a text interview. It doesn't even have to be us talking or whatever. But if you want to do an interview, a real interview that's going to be published on a publication article, hit me up. If you want to do a talker one, I got to find time in my schedule. My schedule is tight. I get up. There's an alarm going off right now in the room. I got to get out and get these kids up. This your boy 005 Dynasty. You want to work, do business with me? Hit me up. But it got to be right. And I'm being real. I'm not doing affiliated links for money and stuff like that. But if you want to do business, the money do got to be right. Because I know my worth. I'm not playing no games. I don't care. I'll stay broke with my talking points and with my force that can really push a product. I can push a product. I move product. I help with marketing and promoting in the early 2000s. I know how to move a product. And my lingo, nothing wrong with that. Got to come correct. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. And I'm out.